What is going on, YouTubeverse? John Stanek from Johnny Radio here, bringing you another Top 5 on this beautiful Top 5 Friday, and I'm so excited to be talking to you about one of the greatest years in music history, 1973, and my personal favorite Top 5 albums of that year. So let's get right to it at number 5. Living in the Material World by George Harrison, my favorite Beatle, and this coming off the heels of his 1970 masterpiece, All Things Must Pass. This is a continuation of that greatness. I mean, you got the title track, you've got Give Me Love, Give Me Peace on Earth, such a great song. You've got gems like Sue Me, Sue You Blues, which was kind of a fun jabbing at his other former Beatles. So a little bit of everything that you can like about Harrison on one album. It's a classic. So that's at my number 5. Now at number 4. Band on the Run by Paul McCartney. Speaking of other Beatles, man, this is a great one, and that's saying something in Paul McCartney's illustrious career. I mean, throughout all the decades, he's had plenty of great albums, but I think this is one of his best. I mean, the title track, Jet, Let Me Roll It, 1985, such an amazing closing song. I love it. Everything on here is gold, and you have to have it on your top 5. So that's at my number 4. Now at number 3. Houses of the Holy by Led Zeppelin. Zeppelin, of course, ruled the 70s, and, you know, coming right after the perfect 10 out of 10 Zoso, it was going to be hard to top, but it's still Zeppelin. I mean, come on, you've got The Song Remains the Same, The Ocean, Dancing Days, No Quarter, the Rain Song, one of their greatest, most underrated tracks. I mean, everything on here is good. It's Zeppelin. I mean, what more do you want? And that is at my number 3. Now at number 2. Headhunters by Herbie Hancock. Man, this is an album that I wasn't introduced to until actually just a few years ago as I was getting more into jazz. And really, this is more of a jazz funk fusion, throwing in some psychedelic sound in here, truly ahead of its time. And Hancock, I mean, there's 4 tracks on here. It's all instrumental, but man, it is mind-blowingly good. I mean, from the opener of Chameleon to the closer of Vein Melter, everything in between. His new take on an old jazz song he had done called Watermelon Man is really cool as well. I just love this thing and can't get enough of it. If you haven't heard it, go stop what you're doing right now and listen to it immediately. It'll just put you in a good mood. It is so great. And the Headhunters, his accompanying band, they just knock it out of the park, man. The sax that they add to it and the funk bass, it is just awesome. So that is at my number 2. Now at number 1. Let Me Make Way. Dark Side of the Moon by Pink Floyd. I mean, come on, there was no contest. This is just one of the greatest albums of all time, period. It is my favorite Pink Floyd album by far, and that's saying something because, I mean, just their entire catalog is tremendous, but this is just one of those albums that works so well, not just as a concept album, which if you want to get really deep and philosophical about it, it's good for that. But just the music, aside from the lyrics, is just amazing throughout this album. Gilmour and Waters did such a great job. I mean, Roger Waters, the brilliant songwriting on songs like Time and Money and Brain Damage, and just the way all the songs flow into each other. It's one cohesive body of work that the sum is truly greater than its parts. And I mean, you've got just so many other amazing guest appearances on this thing, like Dick Perry on saxophone and The female vocals on this thing are so amazing, like on Great Gig in the Sky. Everybody here was just at their best, and there's a good reason why this album was on the top 100 charts for something like 40 years or something. So it's totally deserves every accolade that it's ever gotten, and that is my top 5. So guys, let me know in the comments below what you think. What would your top 5 albums look like? If you're so bold, leave me a top 10, because there was so much great music in the 70s, in my opinion, the greatest decade in all of music history. So let me know in the comments below what you think. If you like this, give me a like. Please subscribe. We got top 5s every Friday, album reviews, and so much more. Thank you for watching, and as always, Viva la Vinyl. So guys, thanks so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and be sure to ring the bell for notifications so you can always see great quality content like you're seeing on the screen right now. Thank you so much for supporting Johnny Radio, and I'll see you soon.